What is going on, my fellow Omi homies? It's Foster, and I'm back at it again with another VeVe Andy Comey video. Guys, yesterday I got a very exciting email from VeVe. I was invited to beta test the web app, which is now out in beta, and I wanted to take the opportunity to go through the web app with you guys today, show you some of the things that I've discovered, and a lot of the things that I'm really excited about with the web app coming out. So stick with me through this. I think you guys will be really excited for it, and let's get right into it. So we can see the web app here. I've already logged on. So essentially they sent out an email basically just advising people that they were invited to the beta web app. And you click on it and you log in using the same credentials that you would use with your VeVe mobile app. The link is available to everyone and I will include it in the description of the video. However, if you do not have the whitelist access, you will not actually be able to log on and check out the website. But they did indicate that they were going to be inviting more and more people as the days went on to test out the web app. So I'm really excited to be one of the first people to be able to test it and to give some feedback to VeVe about what's going on with it, what it's doing well, and what can be improved on to make sure that when more and more people get access to it, it's as good as possible. So I'm really excited. So as we can see here, I'm already logged on. This is the main page. Essentially, as Dan Carruthers indicated, the web app is just mostly a blown up version of the mobile app. So as you can see, the first page here with the tabs as you would see on the mobile app, nothing crazy shocking. It's just more accessible and more visible. You can see more things on the page. A lot of people that have smaller phones would have to scroll through to see these different items, or they'd be a lot smaller. So if you have any issues with, visual impairedness, or you just like seeing things bigger, this is really good. So I like being able to see all of these things very clearly. And this is just the first page, and everything is interactive right now. You can click on it. You can actually participate on drops on the web app right now. However, VeVe has advised that they do recommend against it, as the app is still in beta and it's not super in control right now. But I do know of at least one person that scored a rebound on today's drop using the web app. So I thought that was pretty cool because it shows that it's actually up and functional and that you can purchase drops. Clicking on a collectible, this is obviously Contemplating Venice, the drop that came out today. We can see a lot more information laid out in a more concise manner than what you can see on the mobile app. And I really like that. You can see all of it broken down and you can click on the different links and it will bring you to different places. So I think that that's really awesome. You can also be brought to the market directly from this page, and you can view the listings and purchase collectibles, which we'll get into shortly. So this was today's drop, and it was fully interactive, like I said, and you could actually buy the drop today on the web app. So that's the first page. This is the store. Not a lot has changed, but it is really cool to see that that's what's happening. Now we move into my collection. This is one of the two major things that I'm excited about with the web app. Here you can actually access the showroom, which I'm going to get into in a moment, but we'll show the rest. As you can see here, it shows the collectibles that I own, the comics that I own, and the amount of sets that I have. Now, this number is actually inaccurate. I don't know where the 92 comes from because I'm fairly confident I have 86 sets. And when you look at my profile page, it reflects that number. So I'm not sure how they came to this miscalculation, but all the same, we can click on it. And I like the way that it's laid out here. You can actually see scrolling down. It's just, like I said, a little bit more blown up, so it's more accessible than the phone app. Here, I can actually see all of these lined up, whereas on my phone, I can only see about 3 of them. So I can see all of the sets of the Batman Black and White that I own. I can scroll down and look at some of the other sets that I own. And even if you get to an area like Disney Golden Moments, where I own all of them, but they don't fit on one page, you can just scroll through and see everything that's going on there. So I do like the way that this is loaded out and that you can kind of search through things. I will say one of the things that I have noticed that does not work super well is the search function. So as an example, if I type in Disney to look for collectibles, brands, or users, it will bring up, oh, it looks like they may have fixed it, which is exciting. So yesterday when I typed in Disney, it was just random collectibles popping up. However, it looks like, or maybe it's not fixed. I'm going through this with you guys in real time, so there might be some things that are still a surprise to me, but the search feature is something that I found was not super effective thus far, although as we know with the mobile app, it's not super great there either. But this is an iterative process, and I do believe that they will continue to work on that. So Something that the Vaultaholics and a lot of other people in the community might be excited about is the showroom function. So I've already loaded it up because I didn't want to waste any time, but this is one of the showrooms that I have. Now, I don't want to see you guys down in the comment section making fun of me. I'm not a showroom builder. I just threw a couple collectibles in here so that you guys could get a sense what they looked like. I threw in some that were interactive, some that weren't, some posters, 2D, 3D, just to kind of give a random sense. So I'm actually using my keyboard and mouse right now to control moving around. I believe that this is the most effective way to do it right now, although I do imagine they will add in extra tools. Now, I'm not sure on the web app right now how you're supposed to make things interactive. That's another thing that I noticed. You can click on the item, and normally when you do it in the showroom, the doors would open, for an example, on the DeLorean. Although it doesn't seem like I can get the doors to open right now. It only gives me the option to move things around. But as you can see here, the quality of it is quite good on the web app, as I would expect. So we can see here on the Walt statue, the posters, everything looks good. And then we can see a 360-degree view as well. I got the Knight Rider car in here as well. So like I said, very basic showroom, guys, but it does give you, an example of what we could be looking at for being able to modify things. One really cool thing that I did note is that if you click the picture button, so I take a picture of my showroom, it seems like there's quite a few options as to how you can edit your photos. So you can take a photo using their feature rather than just taking a screenshot, and you can actually remove different items. You can change the blur, you can invert the picture, you can sharpen it, tint, just a bunch of different options, which I think are going to give people an extra layer to really be able to hone in the visuals on their showrooms. So I'm really excited to see what people come up with all the showrooms once more people get access to it. But I was very happy to see that they've included that as one of the features on the web app currently. So that's the showroom. Once again, all the collectibles, nothing crazy here. One of the other features that's not available right now currently is the feed. The feed is under development right now. I know that Dan Carruthers had indicated that they are working on completely redeveloping the feed because it's not as engaging as they would have hoped that it would be. So right now they're working on improving that. So no surprises that it's not available on the web app. But once that comes up, I think it'll be a really good way to add other users, to check out other users' showrooms, and it should be a really cool feature. The market is something that is up and running right now, which is also really exciting. We can go into a collectible and we can click on a collectible. And I wasn't able to reserve that one because someone probably has it locked, but we'll scroll down a little bit and you can see that I can actually purchase this collectible. If I clicked confirm purchase, it would buy the collectible for me. So the market is fully up and running on the web app right now, which is really exciting. And the main reason that it's exciting, I'll get into in a moment, but I think it's awesome that you can look through all the collectibles that are available. You can also see comics and other things that are available as well. So once you get access to the web app, you will have access to start buying collectibles. And then the sort feature is pretty robust for what it is. It's not crazy. You can just search by brand, but it's cool that it kind of pops up like this. And I think that this is also good. It helps people find things a little better. Like I said, the search button is pretty atrocious, but if you sort by this, you can actually find things fairly quickly, which I think is good. So for most people, that'll be a good feature to have available to them. You can also see any listings you have available, any bids, anything like that. I don't have any of that stuff right now, but all of those features appear to be up and running, which is exciting. Finally, and this is probably the thing that I'm most excited about, is under the profile section. The way that things are laid out, I really like it. And I can see the potential for the things that they have to come, such as the MCP and the OUP. Just having all of this information available to you in one place is just really going to encourage the user base to continue to collect, to continue to engage on the platform. And so we can see things like when you became a member, which I think is fantastic. This is something that we don't have on the mobile app, but you can display that. It's like a badge of honor. Anyone that comes to my profile that's on the web app can see when I joined the platform, which I think is really cool. I can see my gem balance. I can see my OMI balance. I can see how many people have liked my profile, how many people follow me, how many people I'm following, my about section, which breaks everything down, which you can also edit, all of my collectibles and how I have them displayed, and all the sets. And once again, this was the 86 number that I referenced. This is the amount of sets that I actually own. Not sure where the 92 number came from, but that's here nor there. This is the thing that I am most bullish about with the web app. And I actually put out a post on my Twitter last night about it when I originally got access. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I highly recommend that you do. I often post information and tidbits that I find out with things going on in the community that I don't necessarily have the time to make a full video about. So follow me on Twitter at FosterHilt. That way you would have already seen this. However, if you haven't, if you go into your gem balance, send and receive is currently disabled, which we know is something that VeVe has done. I can see all of my transactions, which is similarly to what we have already on the mobile platform, but something that we don't have on the mobile platform, and this is an absolutely massive catalyst in my opinion, is to purchase more gems. Now, if you guys have purchased gems on the mobile app, you know that outside of the App Store fees, which are 30%, the conversion when you buy gems, if you live outside of the US, is not 1-to-1. So you're getting charged those App Store fees in US dollars. But if, let's say, you're in the United Kingdom and you're using pounds, or you're somewhere else in Europe and you're using euros, you really get in trouble when it comes to the currency conversion, and you end up not getting the 1-to-1 that you were hoping to get when you're purchasing those gems. But what we can see here is the minimum amount is 10 gems, but it doesn't seem like there's a maximum amount. I know that other people have explored this as well. I looked in the terms of use. I'm not seeing any maximum amount for the amount of gems that you can purchase, which is absolutely fantastic because we know that on the mobile app, through the app stores, you're limited to the amount of gems that you can purchase. You're maybe able to purchase anywhere between 350 to 600 gems at a time. And the app stores limit the amount of purchases that you can make in a day and in a week. So if you're someone who's a bigger collector and you're looking to onboard currency so you can start picking up collectibles, it's almost been impossible up until this juncture on the mobile app. But we can see here that because it's just credit card information that you enable, if you have a credit card limit of $50,000 or $100,000, you can conceivably purchase 50 to 100,000 gems in one go and just add them onto the platform. And this function and feature is actually live right now. There have been several people that have posted that have access to the web app beta that have purchased 10 gems, 20 gems just to test it out, and they've actually received those gems on their account. So this is live right now, and it's also extremely exciting because it means that this will circumvent the App Store fees that VeVe is currently paying for every transaction that takes place. For those of you that don't know what that means, VeVe has to pay 30% to Apple or Android for all of the transactions that take place for purchase of gems in the app stores. So if you buy 100 gems, you spend $100 and you receive those 100 gems, but VeVe only receives $70 of that $100. So as a part of MTL cash out, VeVe has had to institute that 10% fee to offset this cost. However, there will be no 30% fee that VeVe is incurring anymore, which not only means that VeVe will now have more money to spend on other things, such as hiring other developers, securing licenses, and just adding more quality of life improvements onto the platform, but it will also mean that we likely will see a reduction at some point in that 10% fee, which is beneficial to all users. So I'm extremely excited to see that this has been added into the platform and that it's currently functional and up and running. So that's what we have right now, guys. This was just a quick video to show you all the things that are happening on the web app. Like I said, for the most part, it's just a copy and paste of what we have on the mobile platform, but there's a couple really bullish features when it comes to being able to edit your showrooms and having a little bit more creativity and functionality, as well as buying gems. And then of course, once the OUP and MCP programs come out, I do anticipate us having more information on here showing us all of the information that we would want to see about all of our collectibles and how we're going on our journey. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing this. If you did, please feel free to like and comment down below. If you have not done so already, please subscribe so that you do not miss any content that I will be putting out in the future. Thank you for all the support. I love you all. Peace.